Airdrop Part 3? I thought we were done with airdrops. Welcome to the Liberty Minute. All things 77 Sustainment Brigade in 1 minute. I'm Army Staff Sergeant David Klemenko, and your minute starts now. So I found Captain Spraggins on the recovery from this airdrop. Captain Spraggins, thank you so much for joining the Liberty Minute. Captain Spraggins is with the SPO and organizes all the airdrops. And so we did one, ma'am. That show was about the airdrop from the C-130. Part 2 was the riggers packing the airdrop. And then 3, here we are for recovery. So tell me what goes into recovery. Obviously, we're dropping all of our supplies. We need somebody to pick them up. Tell me what goes into that.
Well, first and foremost, Sergeant Klemenko, we're going to go out to the site where the bundles are, and you'll have the initial inspectors that go out there and check for damage, or if anything is burnt in, that means that it just sort of got planted in the ground. So they're looking for that, and then another team will roll out, and they're going to pick all the bundles up with forklifts. They're going to put them in the back of the truck, and they're going to get them out of here. Some people will recover the chutes, and those might end up as hammocks, but that is the long and the short of it as far as aerial delivery.
Let me ask you this: what's your favorite part? So you have the 3 parts: the drop, the prep, the recovery. Which is your favorite part, and which is more difficult to coordinate?
So, actually, not a whole lot of it. We have a great team that makes it look absolutely seamless. So I think the hardest part is going to be on the riggers who set it all up, and then the other part is going to be on the recovery assets. Not a whole lot of heavy lift there because we obviously have MAG and we have some trucks out here. So those will be the hardest parts, but the most fun part is the drop.
The drop. Up in the C-130.
Right?
Of course. Ma'am, thank you so much for joining the program. Any shout out you want to do to the folks' family back home?
I would like to say hello to my husband and all 5 of my children, and to Major Ruzanowski, we will see you soon.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So I'm here with Sergeant Suter, who's a rigger. Thank you so much, Sergeant Suter, for joining the Liberty Minute. So we're doing part 3 of the airdrop. We did the C-130 ride, where we were there watching it drop. We went out to Qatar to see the Red Hat riggers, but I didn't expect for the 3rd part, recovery, to see a rigger. So maybe you could tell our audience why the riggers come out for recovery.
So we're here to perform malfunctions, and also as a range safety officer, we're assigned to the element, so that way we can perform those duties and help the supporting brigade or battalion for the drop.
So what does element mean? So you're here to support the element, but tell our viewer, what's the element?
So the element is the team as a whole, but also to support the battalion and the guys on the ground.
But what would a rigger, if riggers were doing the airdrop, meaning setting up and making sure the parachute works and packing the supplies, what does a rigger do here? What are your specific responsibilities when it comes to recovery?
So we help set up the drop zone, as well as perform safety and malfunctions. So if there is an issue with the parachutes or any equipment, we can come out onto the scene and address those issues immediately and take them back to
eliminate those processes once again.
Awesome. How long have you been a rigger?
So I've been a rigger for about 6 years.
6 years. Now, if in the 3 parts, the dropping and the preparing and the recovery, which is your favorite?
Definitely the preparing.
The preparing. Okay, so the recovery is not quite as fun.
It can be. It's a little hot.
It's a little hot. All right. Hey, want to do a shout out to anyone back home?
Absolutely. I'd like to make a shout out to my mom, to my family, of course the 824th and the 861st.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining the program.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining another episode of the Liberty Minute, the last of the series for airdrops. I'm Army Staff Sergeant David Klemenko.
And I'm Captain Nathan Amon, and your minute is up.